Hello, I'm John, and in today's video I'm going to talk you through the process of filtering the content on the coming soon page for the WooCommerce store. As you may know, in a somewhat recent version of WooCommerce, they added a new feature where you can set your store into a coming soon mode. It's underneath WooCommerce and under settings, and then you go to site visibility. So when you do this, you'll have, by default, it'll be in live mode, but you can turn it into coming soon. And you do have the opportunity to set it to store page only. Otherwise, it'll actually shut your entire site down if you would like. So we're going to leave ours with store page only. And right now, when we look at that, you can see that this text says that the great things are on the horizon. This is fine. However, depending on your site, this may not be enough information and you may want to change this out. At this particular time, there isn't a direct filter and there isn't a setting in the dashboard where you can go set this. So really the only options are to go and edit the actual code itself. So let's go ahead and bring that in. And if we take a look over here in this is one of the core WooCommerce files, and this is not something that we are going to want to change. So the way that we're going to filter it is we are going to create our own filter, and when you're creating yours, you can either do this inside of your themes functions.php file, or in my case, I'm going to be doing this in this is a custom functionality plugin, and I'm going to just go ahead and add mine in here. So rather than making you watch me type the entire thing out, I will just paste in a little bit of code and then we'll talk through what this is. So first I'm going to create a function and I'm going to give it a unique name. So it's called update store closed message. And these are the three different elements that are going to get passed into it. The translated text, the text, and then also the domain. We're going to use the add filter command to filter the get text, and when this is triggered, we're going to call back to our function here, and this is the priority and this is the number of arguments it's expecting, so you can see those here. So next what we're going to do is we need to pass in what the text is, and this is the domain. What we're doing is we want to make sure that we are only filtering in the spots and we're only looking in the spots for that we're interested in. And if we go back and look at this original code, you'll see that this is the text and that it is the WooCommerce domain. So both of them are the WooCommerce domain. So typically you're probably not going to be looking and finding it in the code, so you may not have this to copy from, but what you could do is you could just copy this right here, right click and choose copy, and then in our code we would say if the text equals great things are on the horizon, and if the domain is WooCommerce, now we have the opportunity to send back what we want to have that say. So again, rather than having you watch me type, we're going to grab some text and I'll paste this in here. So as soon as I hit save, come over here and refresh the page, and you can see we've altered this here. So now we have another one right here that we could do. So I'll just go ahead and copy this while I'm right here. And I'll just paste this in. I'll paste this down here for a second. And we can do this exact same thing again, where I'm going to go ahead and just copy this and paste it here. But instead of looking for that first chunk of text, I'm going to copy this one and whoops, there we go. So if this new text is found, we have some other text that we want to replace that with. So we'll go ahead and remove what's here and paste in what we want it to say. So now we have both of our text patterns to be looked for and what we want those to display instead. So we can come back over here and refresh. And so now it'll have our title and our subtext. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comments. And if you enjoy these types of videos, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.